So after rewatching the junkyard video, I really didn't show you guys the box very well. So let's get a better close-up look at this. It's really in good shape physically, other than the fact that it's covered in mold. I'm not really an expert at cleaning stuff up or detailing, but let's see what we can do about that. This is some Armor All multi-purpose cleaner auto surfaces. When I was a kid, Armor All made one product, and that was the stuff that you sprayed on your dash and your vinyl seats to clean them up. It's not too bad. If I had some kind of little plastic brush, that would probably do really well. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, it comes off the side really well. Check that out. Things I'm really not good at when it comes to cars is detailing and body work. That's why I go to the junkyard and look for panels that are in straight shape and the right color, because I suck at painting and straightening body panels. I think with the right stuff that'll come off. I just don't know what the right stuff is. The right stuff is apparently elbow grease. Bottom of it up a little bit. After I got it all apart, I realized that I did not need to take the nut out of there. There's a catch button that just releases this entire thing, which is handy, because if you're trying to load stuff into the car and you need that extra little bit of room, that lets you get rid of that real quick. That's Joe, lawnmower guy. The inside of this thing looks like this. As you can see, it's got lots of fancy makeup, lots of metallics. Let's see if I can get this makeup out of here. Just an incredible color of purple metallic. Love that. There's a... Okay, let's put that in there. Definitely coming clean. I'll continue to work on that, but let's put this back together. This little nub catches on that little thing, locks it in. But to bolt it back to the gizmo that it bolts to, we need that out. So we'll put that in last. Once we put the goodies back in it, oh, Albie's got stuff to say. There's our ratcheting mechanism that lets this lock up and lock down, I suppose. Guess that's what it does. There's the bolts. The two Allens go into the seat frame. The other two go into this thing to hold that thing on. See these things for sale in various places? Marketplace, eBay and stuff like that, and they're usually an arm and a leg, so I've never really entertained the idea of getting one because, well, for what they are, I didn't want to pay that much money for them. Hundreds of dollars for a console doesn't really appeal to me. There's something in this top that's driving me bananas, so I'm gonna have to figure it out. My Element rattles enough without adding extra rattle to it. That's a penny and a screw and more beauty products. This girl cared quite a bit about her appearance. Let's put this axle shaft in. We're going to start with this bushing. One goes in here. Make sure the ratcheting section is facing down. Put that in, that's your lock, right? Put another bushing in on this side. Then I think the next thing to go on is that washer. Then this flat washer. This thing is a little wafer washer. The point of it is that by varying or adjusting the tightness of this nut, you can adjust how tight this is. So it'll either flop down or it'll be really hard to move down, depending on how you got it set up. This rubber gizmo goes in that hole. I think it might be, it's similar, maybe even the same as the one that goes in your spare tire cover. You know, that one that's missing out all the elements you go to look at. I don't think it's terribly important, but it's one of those things that if it's missing off of your car, it just annoys the hell out of you. Well, now let's see what we have to do to get this onto the seat. So I'm gonna say that the best way to do this is to get back here in the back, make yourself comfy, and start going after this. Told you, got spare antifreeze from swapping that radiator. Little pick is what you use. I did a whole video on how to replace these and how to install one on your passenger seat if it didn't come with one. Mine didn't. Once it's out, you unzip it, and that will give you access to the nut. I'll probably go ahead and put this armrest on the other side because it is the passenger seat armrest. It's supposed to go this way, but nobody really cares. So let's put that there for now, and then let's see. The bolt here, see it? And then there's another one up there. I think those are 10 millimeter. Takes these out. And fancy Dan seat cover. Got some new seat covers that I'm going to put on and show you guys how they go on and what I think of them soon. Second screw is up here. Kind of wiggle things around, you can get to it. And I believe that all of the Honda Elements have the holes available inside the seat cover for these. You can work this out through this hole, or you can take it out through the back. Now, do these bolts look the same as these bolts? Well, sure they do. It's just that this one's an Allen head. So, should be able to bolt this thing on there. Does it have a particular way it wants to go, or does it not care? I don't think it cares. Let's put it on like this. And then I'll tell you if that was a mistake or not. First, we got to work it into the hole. We'll start up there. Again, if you don't like stretching this stuff around, you can go in through the back. That's what she said. Where's the hole? Sarah and Toon would be having a field day with my commentary by now. I will find it. There's one. Just got to feel around till you get there. That's what she said. It's an amazing day. It's funny. I live in the South. Have I mentioned that? And yesterday it was like 100 degrees. Today it's like 75. Just amazing fall weather on this. I guess this is the first day of fall, is it not? You pagans, you tell me. First day of fall, right? You farmers, you tell me. You pagan farmers, you tell me. So let's run this on in there, because this is a point where I could see if you don't get this right, this thing's gonna wobble and waggle around. And it's the sort of thing that would drive me bananas. Good and tight. I'm not giving it my all, but I do want it snugged in there really good. Now we're going to take these two screws out and put this thing on. And I think this goes forward, maybe? Is that right? Or is it backward? I don't really know. Supposed to face forward so that from the front seat you can reach that thing and pull this off. I think that's how that goes. If not, we'll do it twice. These are just Phillips heads. Take those out. Run this in. This is a Costco seat cover, and it's been on here a couple of years, but it's not that impressive. So does that go that way? Huh? Or does it go that way? Does it go that way or that way? Does it matter? I think it's gotta matter, right? I think it's this way. I think it's this way. We're gonna go with this way. You gotta put these screws in before you put the little latchy gizmo in. Here's the little latchy gizmo. Put that in, I think, right? There. All right, so there's our latchy gizmo. Let's see if we got this right or not. Full box installed, works with my other armrest. I was trying to figure out what the button was for. I thought that locked it in place. It doesn't. What you've got is you can have it up like this, or you can lower it down. You can lower it down. It's got several positions. That's what the ratcheting thing does. It sets your position on where this sits. It's a little bit in the way of my parking brake. I guess I can learn to deal with that. A little bit in the way of the seat belt, maybe. I'll try that out later. I'm always a little amazed at how fine the threads are on these things. You gotta really run it on there to get it to work. There we go. When you get done, that little zipper is going to stick out. Zip it all the way to the end and then just tuck that up in there. Good tool for putting that up in there is a butter knife. Won't poke through your stuff. All right, how's that look, guys? I don't know, we're going to try it a while, see what I think of it. Well, kids, till next time, this is Clint Searcy saying if you can find one of these little suckers, you can do this. It's not hard. See you next week.